surgery a couple of months ago, and I just ain't up to just stand there. But I am so just honored and pleased to be here with my friend Jackie. We have been friends for over 50 years, and she is probably part of the reason I married my husband, because her husband and my husband were the best of friends. And before I knew that Elder Armstead liked me and was thinking about me being his wife, she started telling me whatever Elder Armstead would tell her husband, he would tell her, and then she would tell me these things about him. And in a sense, she was like really rooting for him, because she was telling me all these good things about him that I really didn't see. But then they all came into fruition. But we've had some wonderful, wonderful times together. I can remember as young women, before we both got married, every Saturday just about, we would go downtown shopping. That's when Gimbel's and Horns and Kaufman's, and they were selling hats then. And see, Sister Jackie didn't just become savvy just recently. She was always a savvy dresser. And we would go downtown, and we had to have a one of a kind. We never bought a hat alike. We had to get hats that were different. And she sewed, and I sewed, and sometimes we would sew. We would go downtown shopping first, and then we'd come back home and finish our clothes. And a lot of our things never got the buttons put on. We got the zipper in, but we might not have got the button on because it was about 2 or 3 in the morning, and we had to be at church the next day. But we just had wonderful times together. We would go to church together. We would take 2 buses. From Homewood, we get to 88 Frankstown, and then transfer to East Liberty to the 82 Lincoln, and then walk up, Francis Street, going to church. And I remember one day, this was so funny, Elder Davis was coming down Webster Avenue. We were there on Watt Street, and we saw their car, and we said, "Oh, that's Elder Davis." She said, "Well, let's run. We want to get to church before they got there." So we ran and got to church, before they got there. And when the pastor saw it, he thought, "Oh, isn't that just so beautiful? The young people was running to get to church." But it wasn't. But she would, even as a young woman, she was sincere and loved the Lord and was faithful, and would come, like I said, we took 2 buses to church, and we talked on the phone so much that a lot of times I got home from work after she did, and she'd been called. And when I would get in the house, my mother would say, "Your press secretary done called you." But we just had just wonderful, wonderful times. And down through the years, with her getting, she got married before I did. And then we got married, and then, she had children, and Charlie, he's my godson, and just being with him down through the years. And then she moved to Florida, but I thank God I did get to visit her a couple times when we'd be going on vacation. We would stop by and see her. But she is a woman of sacrifice. She, as Gregory, I think, mentioned, and Charlie, she gave up her life for her children. There was nothing she would not do for her children, and to see that they got the thing. They might not have had everything and all the big name stuff, but they never really lacked, because she would sacrifice for their benefits. And I thank God I've learned so many things from her about dealing with children, and how she just gave of herself for them. And I thank God for her being in my life. For the friends that we've been down through the years, we've never, ever had a falling out. Mm-hmm. We have maybe disagreed on some things, but you can disagree without being disagreeable. And that's how our friendship has been down through the years. And she just loves people. She loves her family. And she always, every Christmas, every birthday, she comes up with the most unique gifts. I said, well, how did you think of this? I mean, she come up with the most unique gifts that she can give somebody. And I'm not like that. If I know you want a red shirt with 3 buttons in the front and they have it, I can go get that. But to just think of something, I'm not like that. I have to give you a gift card or some money or something. but she is just unique in herself. And I thank God, Sister Jackie, for your friendship down through the years, my press secretary.